So, game 1 of the quarterfinals of the Crawley PC. Here is another Milotic, which is lovely, because I lead my Scrafty and Thunderous again. It's good in theory, because I can get the Intimidate and then the Wild Charge onto the Milotic, but I didn't actually expect it to come into play that much in this tournament, and this is the second time that a Milotic has led against my Scrafty and Thunderous. So, I expect to double protect from the fake out this turn, because that's what people usually do. And there it is, there's the first protect on Terrakion, and also Milotic going for protect. So I switched out into Venusaur to threaten both the Terrakion and the Milotic next turn, and I have to lock myself into a move, which is Wild Charge. Because of the choice band, I'm hoping he doesn't think that it will KO Milotic, because he would have never seen Wild Charge before on a Thunderous. So I just go for it again, hoping he stays in. He does. And the choice band knocks out the second Milotic of the tournament, which is lovely. And there's the recoil, but with the Intimidate from the Scrafty from the first turn, this Rock Slide doesn't KO Thunderous. I wasn't expecting that, but I will take it. And I get a huge Giga Drain onto this Terrakion, doing very decent damage, and recovering all that Rock Slide damage right back up to full. So here's a Hydreigon. I don't know its item yet. So I switch out the Thunderous, because now I want to lock myself into Superpower rather than Wild Charge. And I get another Intimidate with this switch back into Scrafty, so the Terrakion is now at -2, it's not going to be doing anything. So it protects, probably from the expected Wild Charge, and I protect my Venusaur because I want to scout out, potentially if it's got a choice item, what this Hydreigon is going to lock itself into. And it turns out it's Flamethrower, which pretty much confirms that it is a choice variant, because you don't usually carry a fire move unless you are choiced. So here he switches out Terrakion because it's useless. I knew that. It's a -2, it's not going to do anything. I feel very safe doubling into this Hydreigon and getting some free damage with this Fake Out and this Sludge Bomb. Because I didn't know what his Pokemon in the back was, I didn't want to predict what it was going to be, so I just wanted free damage on Hydreigon. Now there's his Mega Evolution. So 2 Mega Venusaurs going against each other. It was very similar teams. And here, he goes for the Flamethrower onto the Scrafty, which I didn't really understand at the time. And I get my Sludge Bomb against his Venusaur first, which to me pretty much confirms that I'm faster, because I have just slightly more than 4 speed EVs. And he likely has 4 himself. So here's a Drain Punch, very safe. If Hydreigon stayed in, it was knocked out. If he switched, it was only to Terrakion, and that was knocked out. So Drain Punch was perfectly safe and we won Hydreigon there. Because I didn't think it had Protect, it was almost certainly a choice because of the Flamethrower. So here's the Terrakion. It's going for Rock Slide flinches. That's the only way back into this match now, because he can't really touch the Venusaur, so he has to try and flinch it a lot. So I go for a Sludge Bomb onto the Venusaur because I'm going for the Drain Punch onto the Terrakion. So I probably should have doubled onto Terrakion in case one of my Pokemon flinched. He gets the Leech Seed onto my Scrafty, and there's the flinch. So I could have knocked out Terrakion this turn, but I don't. So here, I should switch Scrafty, but I haven't revealed my 4th Pokemon. So I want to leave it in, and risk the flinches, even though he goes for close combat onto Venusaur here, which is quite questionable, and a double onto Venusaur. I still get the Drain Punch off. I was risking the flinches, because I didn't want to reveal my 4th Pokemon. And I didn't want to switch Thunderous into a Rock Slide, so leaving Scrafty in was preserving the information on my part. And without the Rock Slide, I don't flinch, no chance of flinches, Terrakion's gone, it's 4v1 against this Venusaur. So, I switch out my Scrafty, just to sack the Thunderous, because I don't need the Thunderous anymore. I could Sky Drop, but 2 Sludge Bombs will likely get this Venusaur, and I will be able to put on Fake Out Pressure next turn, so there, yeah. He's definitely in range of the Sludge Bomb, and without the Leech Seed and the Giga Drain, he's definitely still in range. And I still get to put on Fake Out Pressure and just Sludge Bomb away. So here, he knows that he's lost the match, so he doesn't end up protecting the Venusaur, so he just speeds up, which is quite nice. Could have forfeited the turns before, but he was probably looking for as much information as possible. And I don't give it to him, because I still bring in my Scrafty and preserve my 4th Pokemon, which is good for playing mind games into game 2, because I could change my leads, I could change the Pokemon I have in the back. It turned out to be Suicune, as you can see there. So, on to game 2.